For Comedy Hype News, I'm Tatiana LaJoy. Entertainment is defined as amusement provided by performers to induce feelings such as joy, happiness, nostalgia, and enjoyment. It can come in many forms such as comic books, movies, TV shows, music, and comedy shows. Many entertainers throughout history have been multi-hyphenated since their talents have catered to many different art forms. Performers such as Beyonce, Jamie Foxx, and Lady Gaga have straddled the fence between making music and breaking into the film and television industry. Audiences welcome these transitions as they have garnered these entertainers many awards and accolades. We've even seen comedians such as Kevin Hart take his talents off the stand-up stage and onto the big screen, breaking box office records. Being that comedy is such a challenging art form, it's not too often that we see entertainers who have enough courage to try it out. Some have been successful, while others have been intimidated by it altogether. It begs the question of what it takes to be a successful comedian. According to Princeton's WordNet, a comedian is a professional performer who tells jokes and performs comical acts. Therefore, a comedian is completely subjective. As long as there is an audience laughing and being entertained, the comedian can consider their job done. With that being said, we compiled a list of musicians who we recognize as having a natural affinity towards comedy and highlighted some of their best moments. Who are musicians that should also be comedians? 50 Cent. 50 Cent is notorious for being petty and is one of the biggest trolls on the internet. He's had battles with celebrities such as Rick Ross, Ja Rule, Lil' Kim, and who could forget when he challenged Floyd Mayweather to read Harry Potter.
If you could read one full page of a Harry Potter book, nigga, I'll give $750,000 to whatever charitable organization you want to. The bucket of ice, man.
Thinking like the mogul he is, 50 realized that he could monetize his comedic trolling by creating a TV show that expanded his talents. He created 50 Central, which is a 2017 BET series hosted by 50 Cent and various other comedic personalities. The show featured sketches, hidden camera pranks, and stand-up comedy. Unfortunately, the show wasn't a hit, so it was canceled after a short season. However, we've seen TV shows developed by incredible artists that have flopped, so this is not a direct reflection of 50's comedic talents. In fact, one of his funniest sketches was a 99-cent store parody on The Jimmy Fallon Show.
Back to school time, and where do you get the best for the lowest price? The 50 Cent store, where everything costs 50 cents.
Since 50 Cent is notorious for trolling, we compare him to the likes of Cat Williams. Plies. Speaking of rappers with natural comedic chops, we can't forget to mention Plies. He's been active on social media for years, posting hilarious stories about everyday trials and tribulations.
I need y'all to start motherfucking caring a little bit more about your motherfucking period draws. Yeah, your period draws.
People love Plies because of his honesty, laugh, vernacular, and comedic timing. These attributes are similar to those of successful comedians that we see hit the stage today. Plies doesn't even have to try to be funny, he's just a natural. Although he might not be able to host his own comedy show just yet, we think there's a possibility of him starring in a hilarious reality show. Better yet, imagine how funny it would be if Plies starred in a show similar to the Bernie Mac show. Prince. Prince was pretty mysterious and came off to many as having a slight arrogance about him. But the truth is, he was very witty, easygoing, and a funny person. Even the jokes he would give sometimes would speak volumes without him having to say anything. He had a hilarious cameo on a US sitcom show called New Girl, and he tried to offer Zoe pancakes. Then he schools her at ping pong and settles down for an uncomfortable conversation about boys. Keeping his mysterious disposition but giving us hints of his funny personality was the secret sauce that made him so captivating to the world. Surprising moments like him dressing up as a talk show host made the audience roar with laughter since it was both unexpected and perfectly performed. Prince might be a surprising contestant on this list, but according to the definition we mentioned of a comedian, Prince definitely qualifies. With his subtle and somewhat dry sense of humor, we can definitely see him being on a show like The Office. Cardi B. You can't deny that Cardi has a natural wit, charm, and charisma about her that can make practically anything she says go viral. In an interview with Jimmy Fallon, Chris Rock admitted that he wanted to make a Cardi B comedy show happen. He detailed how he relies on his kids to let him know who the new comedy geniuses are. His kids showed him a video of Cardi B years before she had a record out. He reached out to her team and met with her to pitch a Cardi B comedy series. Rock recounts the interaction. She told me about her rap at the time and I was like, yeah, that's good. Anyway, you're a comedy star. Rock is actually a pretty good talent scout. He even tried to pitch Wendy Williams to HBO 20 years ago, but the network didn't buy it. When he pitched Cardi to a network, they also didn't buy it. but he still to this day takes credit for recognizing her comedic chops first, and if she did pursue comedy, she would probably be compared to Tiffany Haddish. I bet you next time Rock tries to pitch talent, the network will give him more consideration. Tyler, the Creator. If dry humor with a sexual undertone is your thing, Tyler, the Creator is your guy. In 2012, he created a TV show called Loiter Squad that mixed Jackass-style pranks on real people with sketches. Although it has mixed reviews, overall it was a hit with a 4-season run. This show was mostly appreciated by an audience that likes a certain type of humor based on social satire and relevant pop culture, while also being obnoxious and insulting. Tyler's comedic style can be seen in various interviews and social media moments like these.
Stop. You, bitch.
What's your opinion on Barack Obama?
Yo, I don't get into it because I rather like do fun stuff, but I realized he's an N-word that figured it out.
He's pretty much been practicing stand-up comedy too, since he does random 5-minute bits during his concert where he talks to the audience.
I want everybody to shake their ass when this fucking song come on.
If we can compare Tyler to any other weird, eccentric comedian, that would probably be Weird Al Yankovic. Drake. Drake began his career acting on the TV show Degrassi. He's continued to infuse his acting into his music career by having acting scenes in his music videos and starring in Saturday Night Live skits.
I was like, what's up, Leslie?
Hey, man, I'm sorry. I just was distracted. Check your leg.
If you're a fan of Drake's music or not, you have to admit that he's a pretty funny guy. He did a spot-on impression of Cat Williams on Saturday Night Live that solidified his acting chops and comedic timing.
I am from Atlanta, but if weed is gonna be legal up here in Colorado, then consider me forever Rocky Mountain High, baby, okay?
He also did a skit with Will Ferrell for the 2017 NBA Awards.
That's ridiculous.
Excuse me? What?
Who's
talking?
Smart mouth over
Smart mouth. What's your name?
DeMar.
here. Demar.
Okay.
Demar, I say it, the less I like it.
Due to his music ability, acting chops, and comedic abilities, Drake could be placed in a category with Jamie Foxx. Kanye West. Comedians like Dave Chappelle, Cat Williams, and Eddie Murphy are idolized because they say the things that people wish they could say. Kanye is so known for saying what is on his mind that when he does say something outlandish, people just say, that's just Kanye being Kanye. He's effortlessly funny because he has no filter, and most of the time, we can't deny that what he's saying is true. I mean, who didn't love this moment?
George Bush doesn't care about black people. Please call.
Clearly, Kanye wasn't trying to be funny at this moment, but most people found it hilarious, thus shining a light on his natural comedic abilities. Many people are unaware that Kanye had a comedy pilot in 2007 that HBO passed on. Wyatt Cenac was in the pilot playing Kanye's cousin, JB Smoove played his bodyguard, and Kim Whitley was cast to play his mother. Kanye took comedy very seriously and even got a crew together to have private improv lessons. Cenac said Kanye knew he wasn't a good improviser. He'd read something that Seinfeld said about surrounding himself with better talent and that he would rise to the occasion. So that was his hope. Kanye wound up mostly playing the straight man, which served the ensemble pretty well. The pilot didn't get picked up, but it wasn't too bad. We think if Kanye continues to strengthen his improv skills, he can possibly repitch the idea to a network for a show similar to Seinfeld. Or maybe Kanye can test out his improv skills on Saturday Night Live, since his comedic talents are very much like Pete Davidson's. Just kidding, yeah, we wouldn't do you like that. Do you agree with this list, or is there anyone you think we missed? Let us know in the comments below. Stay up to date with the latest news in comedy by subscribing here to our YouTube channel. Follow Comedy Hype across all social media and look out for original content on our new streaming service at comedyhype.com. And if you haven't tried our new Comedy Hype cards, go ahead and pick some up at comedyhype.com/shop. And just to give you a little taste of what they're all about, let's try one. What were the first 3 words Monique said during her viral video requesting people to boycott Netflix? Let us know what your answer is in the comment section below. For Comedy Hype News, I'm Tatiana LaJoy.